Okay, so we went out to lunch or whatever with my mom
or whatever.
We got on. I brought up the subject of McCain and why she was voting for him. Okay. My mom is a very strong Christian.
And when we were at the table, we asked her reasoning for
Why she wanted to vote.
Yeah, why she wanted to vote for McCain. And first she tried to front and be all like, well, what do you disagree with him about? So that because she was trying to make it sound like she actually knew what he was talking about. And then she finally said, well, I don't really know.
The only reason I'm voting for him.
He stands for, but because he's Republican.
And he's had like 22 years of experience. That's all she knew about him.
Right.
And that's why she's voting for him. And the fact that God told her to vote for him.
She said that Jesus will tell you who to vote for. So please, keep in mind that a lot of your population votes because there's a voice inside of them that tells them who to vote for.
Because they have no
thoughts of their own.
Yeah. But we get on the subject of abortion rights, and her reasoning behind that is wait, what is it? I'm blanking.
Because if you have an abortion, you're taking away the rights of the unborn.
Yeah.
And she says that there's documented proof
by Christian scientists
that these children have feelings before they're
damaged
born.
in utero.
So them getting killed when an abortion happens would be the same as somebody just getting killed right now, which doesn't make sense.
That doesn't work at all.
Right.
You have no physical feelings or like
you haven't your senses for feeling haven't even developed yet.
Yeah. You're not automatically born with like touch, like eyesight, taste, smell.
But she thinks you are. And so having an abortion is taking away the right of that child, which is in a fully developed woman.
Yeah. God.
Even in cases of rape and incest.
Yeah, she said.
But she said she said that it was because she had a friend who was trying to get pregnant, and she thought that she couldn't because of some medical reasons, and then God told her to tell this lady that she would have a child, and then 6 weeks later she had a child. Well, isn't that a nice story? But there's a lot of other kids who get born who aren't born to ladies like her, who's a pastor's wife, and who end up in really messed up lives, and chances are that if they're born out of incest or rape,
it's gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, they're probably not gonna have a great. Well, the mom probably won't have good resources, especially if it's like in the case of incest, if your own family like has sex with you.
And the fact that she's for taking away a woman's right to decide what to do with her own body is kind of screwed up.
Because she's a woman.
Yeah. She has no thoughts of her own at all. She doesn't. Oh my god. 1950s housewife to God. That's right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She said that we shouldn't vote for ourselves, but we should vote for who Jesus tells us to.
Don't decide.
Don't have any thoughts of your own.
No.
Please.
Wait till God tells you. Have you ever heard anything from God? I've never heard anything from God. I'm sorry.
Not in a voice telling me who to vote for. I think that's rude of God, actually.
Yeah, because He put us on this earth.
Because He made us to use our own brains. We're not supposed to have a brain that is the same as His mind.
Yeah, because why would He put us here then?
Right, so that we could just be little mini Jesus.
It's her again. Hello? I have no idea. Why don't you call the school? I think think her IQ level dropped, like, 50 when she became a newborn Christian, or whatever she is now.
Oh, I thought you were going to say a mother.
No, because she used to not be like this.
She said 10 years ago she wouldn't have an answer for abortion in the case of rape and incest. Yeah. You can't just make a decision for someone considering what they've gone through.
Especially for rape and incest. It's because, she's probably never... The people that are against that probably have never gone through anything like that, so they don't know.
Or if they did, then they had, people around them. Not everyone has family or good people around them. Support a lot of these kids are born into really shitty situations. Yeah. And her solution for it is that if a mom is raped or has a kid out of incest, then if she doesn't want the kid, she could put it up for adoption. Well great. Like, there's people who just take kids in for welfare money, not to actually be parents. And so,
then they just get abused there.
Right.
But then apparently God will heal everyone.
Right, and that doesn't happen.
But why would you want to have somebody go through that?
Yeah, that's not fair to just choose certain people who have to go through this big thing so they can be so much stronger. They didn't choose to go through something like that. They didn't say, hey, I want to go through something extra hard so that I can be extra stronger.
Yeah. God. I don't... God.
God. You have to resort to using coat hangers.
In dark alleyways. Yeah. So more women can get fucked up and hurt. Yeah. Because that's just all that's going on lately, it seems. Nobody takes women seriously anymore at all. We're just sex icons for taking. Basically. Why do you think so many people are going lesbian? That was completely off the subject.
Yeah. Seems you have some inner issues that are coming up.
Anyways. Wait, what else did she say? She didn't comment anything about the Women's Leave Act or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
How he, voted against that or didn't vote
for
expansion
of it. Which doesn't really make sense.
Because, okay.
He probably thinks they have to be like men and need to work really, really hard.
Yeah. And, 6 weeks is long enough to be with your newborn child.
Yeah. 6 weeks, that's a month and 2 weeks.
Oh, God. That's so stupid. We're, so far behind. This country is so far behind with, I don't know, what's the word? Women's rights? No. Well,
Just I think people aren't generally, people aren't really open to new ideas, but when they are, they don't actually do anything about what they believe in. They just decide that they're, super, in the know about everything, but they don't have actions to support what they believe.
So basically, the moral of this story is decide on your own, make your own decisions, look up information and facts.
And don't just use Christian scientists
as a
research.
Resource. Yeah.
Because that's extremely biased.
Use your brain. God gave it to you to use.